So what this means for women is that if we want to destroy the essential nature of what makes a man by making him impotent, it means that we want to destroy the essential nature of what makes us women, which is being nurturing, feminine, kind, soft, giving. In order to destroy a man and his essential nature of what makes him a man, we have to destroy ourselves in the process, because we can't do that to a man from a place of being kind, nurturing, soft, and feminine. So in order for us to show up in our marriage in our emasculating ways, we have to destroy the very nature of what makes us women. And so going down the rabbit hole a little bit more is why? Because that's a common question that comes up is, what the heck is wrong with us as women that this is how we show up? What's going on? And I often say to good men on my channel, you didn't get the wrong wife, didn't marry the wrong woman, you married a woman. And we all have these, we all emasculate on a spectrum. Some men have women on the high spectrum, and some most men have women on kind of in the middle, and some men are fortunate and have a woman on the low end. But we all have these behaviors. And so oftentimes I'll tell men, it's not personal. I know it doesn't take away the crushing effect and the devastation that emasculation has on you, and how badly it hurts and how confusing it is and destructive it is to your confidence and sense of strength. But in order to start to take your power back, you have to begin to see it isn't personal against you and who you are. It is a reflection of how, as women, we feel about ourselves that then we project and take out on men, is what's going on underneath the surface for us as women. And this is what I had to look at. And this is what I teach and guide women through to look at, is that deep down, either consciously or unconsciously, we hate ourselves. So it stems from a deep place of self-hatred within ourselves, that we hate being women and we hate the responsibilities and roles that come along with being a woman. So we emasculate from a place of self-hatred and how bad and wrong we feel about ourselves. Doesn't make it right or okay. I'm not making excuses for us as women. I'm definitely not telling men to suck it up and take it. It's getting to the truth of why this is happening, so we do have a road forward. But because we feel so bad and wrong about ourselves as women, and we hate ourselves, and we hate being women, that's why you see so many women trying to be men and being like a man. I once said I had to retire my man pants in my relationship and start to let my husband lead and let him be the man of the relationship. I don't want to be the man anymore. But that's where we get lost as women. And we have to have somewhere to put that self-hatred that we have and how wrong and bad we feel about ourselves, so that we don't have to face it. We don't have to take accountability for it. And we don't have to change it. So we put it on men. And we blame men for our experience as women. This is where the emasculation comes from. It's our own self-hatred that we have been blaming men our whole lives. And that's where we take it out. And it's not just in our marriages, obviously. We see this in our society and culture everywhere. That's why we have the idea of the patriarchy. Go watch the Barbie movie. Oh my gosh. It's a sob story of how hard we have it as women, that men are to blame. That's why we have feminism. It's reinforced and enabled by feminism, or the Me Too movement, or the thought that men are our oppressors. We already hate ourselves, which comes from our internal experience of ourselves. More into that another time. And then we have these structures and systems in our society and culture that just reinforce our own self-hatred and disempower us and allow us and enable us to put that hatred onto men. And that's sadly what women have bought into.